Kali, thank you very much for your contribution so far. We'll get back to you. Let me get back to Honorable Francis Waive. There is public distrust when it comes to taxation, the way you collect it and how represent and do all of that. How are the legislators addressing the issues of distrust with these laws?
Well, thank you. The issue of distrust is more with the taxman. And you know that many, from history, people don't like taxation. People don't like the taxman, the tax collector in the Bible, and everywhere else is looked down upon as a greedy man who takes from people. But for us lawmakers, we have tried to be very specific while drafting the various percentages of tax applicable. That's the tool that we have to use to ensure that there's no ambiguity in our drafting. Nothing that will be left to the whims and caprices of the definition of any taxman, so that even the payer will be in the know of what he's liable to pay even before he's been assessed to pay. So that's what we're doing. But I must also add that Nigerians need to get educated on how tax operates, and not just get educated, willingly get involved in paying their taxes. The common talk that we are not seeing what the taxes are doing is not good enough, because what we are using to develop our country today does not necessarily come from taxation. It comes from oil exports and other borrowings, other incomes. But we need to increase our income as a country from taxation. And every Nigerian must be willing to pay his or her tax to make sure that the country earns enough to provide social services to our people. When we are finished with this work, it will be available to the public to critique, to look at. In fact, while we are doing the committee consideration from the public hearing, it will be televised as usual. So Nigerians will be able to see how it's going, and they can always make their inputs.
But bureaucratic delays are also a very serious concern. Is this in view in terms of addressing it, in the law?
You know that tax rules normally from the tax offices, both at the state and the FIRS, there are time limits for you to file your tax returns, pay your tax, and all of that. If we want to make all that part of the law, those regulations, then we're going to have a very bulky document. But the basic ones that are generic, they are there already in the law, that you must do your file, your returns at so and so time for company income tax.
All right.
Deadline, so to speak. Those are there quite all right.
Honorable Waive, in your previous response